Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Kay Keller, and I'm the chair of the Applied Family Science program. It's a Master's of Science degree here at Wilmington University. We are brand new. However, I'm doing this particular video because I get so many new prospective students who have questions. And so I'm thinking about a lot of the questions that I've been asked, and I thought I would try to answer most of those in this video. So as you can see on the screen, this is the program overview of a Master's in Applied Family Science. It gives a description. You can find this on our Wilmington University course site. I find the best way to do it is just go Applied Family Sciences, Wilmington University, and it'll pop you right into where the program is listed. There are 33 course requirements: human development, research, dynamics, families in crisis, family resource management, sexuality education, parent education, legal, ethical, and policy issues in family science, and family life education. Those are all of the core courses. And then you're required to do a Practicum 1 and a Practicum 2, or a Practicum 1 and a capstone project. So what I'd like to share with you, students want to know, is there certain should they take certain courses first? And yes, I would encourage you to take AFM 6610, Human Development Across the Lifespan, and AFM 6620, Research and Practice, which currently are being offered every semester. And those courses are both being offered in Block 1. I'm looking at my other screen to see, yes, Block 1 for both of those two courses. The reason I encourage you to do that is human development across the lifespan. It's obvious. It's across the lifespan, so it's dealing with everyone, human development from birth until death. And then research and practice is a course that I designed in order to help people become skilled in being good consumers of research, to really understanding what a good quality research article is and how it applies or doesn't apply to affect people's lives. It's really important. I personally have experienced working at state government and in different arenas where people will often jump on a particular policy and develop it out of one or two articles rather than realizing that when you're dealing with humans there's a lot of variability. So in order to ascertain that there's a fact when it comes to families and children, it needs to be the research needs to be very highly quality, as well as it needs to be replicated to be able to be certain that what you're making recommendations on is going to be effective and beneficial to families and children. So those are the courses that I would take first. Currently, our program is totally online. We will be hiring and adding in face-to-face courses here locally in Delaware throughout the next year. However, that will be slow. What I'll do at this point is slow down and tell you what courses are being offered. So for instance, right now for fall semester, and you can still apply and enroll as long as you do it before September 5th. So for fall semester, as I said, 6610 and 6620 are offered every semester in Block 1. 6630, which is Family Dynamics, will be offered spring of Block 2. And if you could, write this down, you can also rewind the video. 6640 is being taught online fall semester, spring semester, and most likely will be taught face-to-face summer of 2018 and summer of 2019. Then it will continue to be taught online in spring of 2018 in the second block, and again in fall of 2018 in Block 2, and summer in Block 2 of 2019. So next we have 6640, which is Families in Crisis. And Families in Crisis is being taught, oh wait a minute, I'm sorry, I think I confused 6630 with 6640. So I'm going to repeat this. 6630 is going to be taught spring of 2018 online, fall of 2018 online, summer of 2019 online. 6630, we do not have plans yet for face-to-face. 6640 is being taught block 2 of fall semester, block 2 of spring semester, fall semester of 2018 in block 2, and summer block 2 of 2019, and those are all online. It may be taught, or it probably will be taught, face-to-face 6640 in Dover in block 1 of summer of 2018, and again in summer of 2019. 6650 is being taught spring block 1 online, fall block 1 online, summer block 1, summer of 2019 block 1. And as of yet, we haven't hired somebody for face-to-face for that course. So that one will be strictly online. 6660 was sexuality education, is being taught block 2 fall semester, block 2 of summer semester 2018, spring semester 2019, again in block 2, and fall block 2 of 2019, and those are online. It will be taught face-to-face in fall of 2018, and again fall of 2019 in block 1. Those are face-to-face at the Graduate Wilson Center. 6670 is being taught fall semester, block 1. It will be taught again summer semester, block 1 of 2018, block 1 of 2019 in spring, and block 1 of fall semester 2019 online. And we do not have someone hired yet in order to be able to teach that face-to-face. So 6680, which is the legal, ethical, policy issues in family science, is being taught fall semester block 2. It's being taught again in block 2 summer 2018. It is being taught in spring of 2019 block 2 and fall semester block 2 of 2019. The next course, which is AFM 6690 Family Life Education, is being taught block 2 online, a fall semester right now, and block 1 online in summer of 2018, and block online spring 2019, and block 1 fall 2019. Okay, so then the practicums 1 and 2 and the capstones are semester-long courses. Those are open and available now, ongoing. I suggest that students get a minimum of, let's see, I'd like for them to have 6610, 6620. I'd like you to have no more than maybe 2 or 3 courses left when you enter a practicum. It is possible to have 4 courses left to do during that time, but I don't want you doing them simultaneously with the practicum. So if you have the practicum, it'd be good to have a course that you're finishing in block 1 and a course that you're finishing in block 2 during both of those semesters. And you really want to talk to me ahead of time. You can't enroll automatically. You have to have a professional appointment with me in order to go into either practicum 1 or practicum 2 or the capstone. You have to be cleared. I need to look at your transcripts. You need an overall GPA of 3.0 in order to graduate from the program. The practicums and the capstones are pass-fail, which means that there's no grade, and so your overall GPA needs to be strictly on your course content. I'm really excited about those practicums and capstones because it gives you an opportunity to be out and applying what you've learned, and I think you're going to be very proud of what you accomplished by the time you're finished. as I share with people on a regular basis, less than 8% of the population in the United States gets a master's degree. So you're entering in quite a good accomplishment and into a exclusive set of people. So I've gone over the courses and when they'll be taught, and I hope you take good notes on that because that really will help you pick your course selection. Let's see what other questions people usually ask me about the practicum. So you need an appointment. We've talked all about that. Let's move over. The next thing people usually ask me is, what kind of careers can I do? So I've opened up, NCFR, National Council on Family Relations, is they're the ones that approved our course requirements in our program. They're also the ones that you'll be able to get your certification through, your provisional certification. And they have a Careers in Family Science document. If you'd like to see it, feel free to email me. I'll be glad to email this to you. And it talks about the discipline, the profession, the domains practiced for family professionals, your academic work. Some universities offer this at the undergraduate level as well. So with the graduate path, there's research, there's education, there's administration, or you could go into private practice. It's really exciting to have so many different types of opportunities. You can also do policy. I'll show you some examples of each of these in just a minute. So career opportunities specifically can be in administration and programs, in education and research, marriage and family theory, child life specialists, and resources. Oh, they also have a career resources and job center. But let me tell you, there are more specific areas that you can do this with. You can learn how to do program evaluations of programs, and you can develop policy papers and white papers. You may decide you want to go on for your doctorate. I mean, there's a wide range. Here's how I tell students to think about this degree. Anywhere that you have programs for families and children is an opportunity. Say, for instance, the hospitals. They do child care courses. They do breastfeeding courses. There's always an opportunity to be able to discuss with a hospital that they really need some family development courses. Just because you take a baby home doesn't mean you don't need continued support afterwards. So you could talk to them about developing a course where you taught developmental milestones for the first 5 years and or clear up until they're 18 to provide added support. You could do this in a business. Sometimes some of the businesses are becoming more family friendly and they've come to understand that sick leave is often lower when they provide these type of services for their families to be able to take. Any of the daycares, a lot of the daycares like to offer programs. So you could develop programs, you could evaluate programs, you could administrate programs, you can research on programs to prove their effectiveness. You could also go into state and county government. You could go to policy. I'm going to flip over now to some of the things that are available. Oh, I've lost one of my links. Darn it. All right, hang on one second because I really want to get back. I must have accidentally clicked on it. Oh, no, I did it in a different browser. That's what I did. Okay, so now what you can see here, this is called Child Inc. It's a family support and parenting education courses. You may decide that you want to go out into a already existing program and be involved in that. These are the different type of services. Maybe you want to start your own nonprofit organization. There's the Nurturing Parenting program, which has its own evaluation already developed, but if you Google, for instance, nurturing parenting programs in your area, you'll be able to come up with different agencies that have these programs there. There's also, I wanted to show you this. This is an example of policy. So there's the NCSL, which is the National Conference of State Legislatures. I noticed when I looked under different, there's research here, there's meeting and trainings, magazine, there's a blog, legislators and staff. Here's their About Us page, and then you can look through and see how involved they are, you have an opportunity. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Family Medical Leave Act. Let me see if I can go back to the main page. It was so impressive. There was something, NSLNU, combating suicide rates using scientific research, state and federal resources. There's such a wide range of topics when we're talking about families, because families don't exist all by themselves. They exist in the context of ecological connections throughout their community, through their city, throughout their state, and there's just a wide range of opportunity for you to be able to reach out to people. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to open this. So when you become a student at Wilmington University and you are accepted into the Masters of Applied Family Science, we have something that's called an organization. If you've used Blackboard before, you'll know that there are different tabs up here at the top, and one of them, you can go under organizations. You can search organizations by putting in Applied Family Science. Now, I won't be able to show you this part because I'm already in it. I developed it. And this is where you'll be able to pull up Family Science program here, and you'll be able to enroll yourself in it. I'm already enrolled, so I'm not going to hit that again. That's open to all Wilmington University students so that you can go in here and look for further information. There's an announcement section in which I try to put out information that not only supports you in your courses, no matter which course you're taking, as well as employment opportunities, events that are being shared in my mailbox. I'm on several different types of listservs, and so there's different things that are updated, and all of this is available to you once you are in there. I also like to expand the resources so for students, and so for instance, you can go in the second link, which is the Applied Family Science Master's Program. I have a content video in here in which I've talked about all of the things no one ever tells us about graduate school and how you really need to build your cohort system and your networking system. There's folders in here. Is Applied Family Science for you? What is your dream job? This was really interesting. I think you'll really enjoy that. Applied Family Science, course requirements, descriptions, dimensions, inquire here, contact me. And then also there's my information and all about me. I have my bio in there, my CV, my TED Talk, the organization blogs that I've posted, and then my own personal research. And then the part that I'm really thrilled about is the Meet Your Professor. So you can go in here and look at each one of your professors and see what their background is, what their interest is. I really like Professor Hep's picture that she put in here. This is Professor Hep. She's got her generations in here, and her mother and her grandmother, and then gives you a background on her and all about who she is. And so that's there under the Applied Family Science program. And then our next link, this is Collaborate Chat, and so I'm able to chat with you through this course. We can set up sessions for students that are in several of the different courses who might not have already met, and we can do activities in there. So if you're at a distance, you won't be cut out from that. There's our discussion board. I ask students who come in to upload a Kaltura video. All of our courses will ask you to upload a Kaltura video, and it gives an explanation. It's very easy to do. Please don't panic. And then there's questions here that you can answer that'll tell us about you. Once you do one video, you can post it in all of your courses and not have to do one for each course. And it'll tell you how to do that as well. But I ask students to come in here, and as you can see right now, we've got 15 in there, even though we have more students in the program than that. There's a job board. What questions do you have about the program? And then that's our discussion board, our resources. Here's our academic supports. Coursework supports writing in APA style and formatting. We do write everything in APA style. WilMU has a graduate template, which makes it really easy for you to open that template each time. Just further information that I felt like would be helpful to students in additional supports. And then programs and organizations. Again, I have information in here on the American Association of University Women, the National Council on Family Relations. There's extensive links here for the National Council on Family Relations, and if you have other organizations, this is a work in progress, so feel free to make suggestions. I have an international link. This is about some international outreach. This was the Uplift experience with home visiting. This was the Cork, Ireland University Life Skills Program for high-functioning children with autism. The thing that I really enjoy about going to NCFR, that's the National Council on Family Relations, the thing I really enjoy about going is they have international tracks where people from all over the world attend. Our next one is going to be this November in Orlando. I encourage you, when you become a student, to enroll, to take a membership out with NCFR. You do get a student discount rate, which is very doable. And you have access to their news journal, which you have those access through Wilmington University anyway, but you have access to a plethora of information that they provide ongoing throughout the year, as well as listservs and connections with other people. So in here, under policy briefs, there's all the information you need for guidelines on writing one, writing a research policy brief, what is the brief that you want to write, and what's next. And then under social issue resources, there's different subject matters in here: aging, adverse childhood experiences, children's human rights, fathering, lesbian and gay parents, restorative justice, violence against women, and homelessness. And again, if you see something in there that you would like to see developed, feel free to shoot me an email. This is employment, what you can do in a degree, infographics and careers. Let me pull that one up. I think that one's actually, yeah, I thought so. So this one is a little more specific. You can be business, consumer, and family resource services. It talks about all of the different areas you can use applied family science there, community-based and social services, education, family intervention, faith-based organizations, early childhood education, international education and development, healthcare and family wellness, government and policy, research, writing and communication. Our courses, I think, are very unique in that they are applied family sciences. For instance, the human sexuality course they teach, I really enjoyed having students both construct, there are 3 books that we use in there, and 2 of them are age ranges with children that are developmentally appropriate. And so students developed either a blog posting or a newsletter article, and then contacted agencies to see if they were interested in having them write and publish, which usually they are, because whoever's the editor in charge is always looking for new writers. And so they were able to do that, as well as they developed their own sexual education course, and they chose different, their age ranges. They also developed a course presentation, like they taught an actual class from their presentation or from their course education. One of the things that I wanted to share with you as well was that, so I said 6610, 6620 up front. At any point in time, that you want to approach one of your instructors to publish something, please feel free and get in contact with me, and I'll tell you how to go about it. You could move on to another graduate program, go on and get your PhD. Also, we have had students who started, this is a brand new program we started last September 2016, and our first student is on target to be able to graduate by the end of December. So it is possible to take the courses. That's why I have a course plan of what's being taught when, so students can move through it and then are able to get the courses they need in a timely manner to be able to graduate as soon as they want, or you can take your time. I'm trying to think if there's any other information. A lot of times students will ask me about financial aid. I really am not well rehearsed in that. I know as undergraduates you're able to get Pell Grants. Pell Grants are not available for graduate courses, but I would encourage you to talk to financial aid to find out what they do have information on for you to be able to support your master's degree, as well as there are, if you Google it, there are different organizations out there a lot of times where you can apply for scholarships. So that's all I can really think of. I'm trying to remember some of the conversations. I've had so many with students. I really hope this video answers your questions. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me. I will be setting up times in which students are going to be able to, I'm going to do them in groups rather than doing privately. We're getting so big I can no longer meet individually with students, but I can put several students on either a office call, or if you're here locally, I'll schedule you to come in together at the same time. So anyway, my office number is 302-327-4897. That's 302-327-4897. I think it's at the bottom of this page. It is. It's right there. Or you can email me at marykay, that's all one word, marykay.keller@wilmu.edu. I want to thank you for your time, and I hope that you're considering becoming a student, and you'll find it an easy process to be able to apply and register. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call me. Thank you, and have a great day.